Howdy, I'm Haugh, running as a Libertarian for U.S. Senate in North Carolina in 2016. Can someone explain to me why the United States supports Saudi Arabia above almost all other countries? Because for the life of me, I cannot find one single moral or practical reason for it. The Saudi government is based on some radical perversion of Islam that is hardly any different from ISIS. The Saudis behead more than twice the number of people that ISIS does, and that number continues to rise. They both oppress women, religious minorities, and dissidents with equal brutality. Saudi Arabia doesn't help the United States combat ISIS because ISIS is evil and dangerous. They just want our help to eliminate a competitor. ISIS recently started exporting terrorism to advance their agenda to destroy modern civilization. Yet Saudi Arabia has been doing that for years. What makes Saudi worse is not only do they have an ideology to recruit volunteers, they have the money to fund them. From Syria to Afghanistan and well beyond, Saudis have funded direct enemies of the United States, and like us, they have flooded the region with weapons that eventually fall into the hands of ISIS, whether they intended that or not. The recently declassified 28 pages of the 9/11 Commission report show that at least one member of the Saudi royal family, who at the time was their ambassador to the United States, was providing support to Al-Qaeda and some of the very people involved in that act of war against us. I mean, with friends like that, who needs enemies, right? But what's worse is that now they are dragging us into their war in Yemen and their struggle for influence with Iran, often against the strategic interests of the United States. Oh yeah, did you know that we have boots on the ground in Yemen? Our warfare only continues to engulf more countries and sacrifice more American lives. Rather than protect us against terrorists breeding in Yemen, our warfare has only bred greater chaos, causing groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda to flourish. Meanwhile, we're helping the Saudis slaughter civilians, bomb hospitals, create food shortages, and just about every other kind of humanitarian disaster imaginable. We're even supplying Saudi Arabia with white phosphorus for chemical warfare. That's war crime stuff, people! How does that help anything? Fortunately, the opposition to this lunacy in Congress is growing. Recently, 27 senators, both Democrats and Republicans, tried to put a stop to the latest billion-dollar transfer of arms to Saudi Arabia. Send me to Washington, and that'll make it at least 28. I'm Haugh, and I am not at war. Or anybody else's war either.